Hi, I'm Todd. Welcome to the Rumrunner. We moved the Rumrunner in here about 2-3 months ago, so it's been sitting in here for a while. As you can see, it's clean. The panels are flat. There's no dents in them, and I can really see the stainless is not scratched. It's a pretty nice, clean little machine. We're gonna walk towards the front here and start from the front and work our way back. I opened the hood for you, but we're a little bit too close to the wall. Perhaps if you want to see pictures of it, I can fire it up and back it up a little bit later down the road. If you look, the tires are brand spanking new. They got less than 100 miles. I do have to get them in and get them retorqued. And if you look over down here, you can see that an extra spring has been added to help support the load, just because we were getting kind of close on the front. The thing about these truck conversions is they all seem to get nose heavy. If you look right over here, we've got the house, we've got the truck batteries. These are for starting the truck. Underneath this entire compartment is storage. So we'll back up and we'll take a look at the storage for behind the step. And back in here is all storage. And if we get the light in there just right, maybe you can see how far ahead it goes. Goes way up back in there, and then so you can get a lot of stuff if you put out your things in tubs. You know, you could put your winter clothes or your swim clothes or whatever in tubs and store them below and take them out as needed. Going back one hatch further, this is our black tank. And the dump valves and the collapsible hose. So what you do is you dump your black tank first, and then you close the valves off, and then there's an electric switch that you can go over and open on the other side, turn on the electric switch, and that'll move all the gray water through that clear hose, and then that'll rinse out your collapsible hose with the gray water. So, moving back, we have these plugs just come out, and you slide the jacks in, give them a crank once, and you can level it that way. Over here, we have these are the house batteries. There's 4 golf cart batteries inside this box, and our fuel tank to the back. You can also hook on the water. You can either fill on this side or on the other side for your freshwater fill. Stepping around the back, we have 2 fuel fills. So you pull up to the truck stop and you put both the pony tank and the main pump, pony pump and the main pump, and you can fill it. Under here we have lots of storage for the blocks, for the cranks, just a lot of storage for that outside stuff. Obviously the hose or the power cable and that gets tossed in there when we're getting ready to roll. Looking down, we've got the generator, and I don't know how many hours is on it, but not very many. Pull the plug on that. There's your hitch that you were wondering about, and then the 7 plug there. Looking towards the top. Right here you can see is the TV antenna. These two brass plugs are for when the water, if you're parked downhill, the water will pedal up towards the front, but then it drains through those drains down the back. The air conditioner's up there. That's the backup camera. And now we're going to think thin and go down this sidewall because it's a little bit tight down here. But maybe I'll go in first and open this, and the camera crew can follow. So we've got the propane tanks, the fuel tank, and if you can see back in there is the fuel filler for the gasoline for the generator. So got to open that, go in there, fill it. Fortunately, you don't have to fill it very often because we don't run the generator very often. Sneaking down the wall here, we have the gray tank, and the freshwater hookups. So you got gray tank. I think the black tank and the gray tank are both 30 gallons each. I'm just trying to remember what that is. So that's there. Of course, you got, this is for the hot water heater, or the water heater. No sense heating hot water, so that's the water heater. This is for the furnace. And I'm going to step back in here. And we've got another one of those large compartments that goes basically from the gray tank all the way forward without a battery box on this side, so you can get a lot of stuff if you really want to wedge the winter clothes way up front. Nobody will see them until October. And that's pretty much it. Let's back